Lighthouses, waterfalls, and beaches. This is what the Upper Peninsula does best.
Welcome back to the UP.
I like filming in this position. I'm on a step, so I'm actually almost as tall as Will. We always have issues with height when we're filming.
I don't have any issues with height. It's her that's got the issues. You got issues.
I got issues. No, we left Mackinac City area this morning. We came back up to the UP, and while we thoroughly enjoyed the Mitten, there are just a lot of people in the southern part of Michigan.
We're at Whitefish Point. This is another old life-saving station, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring at the museum that they have here, in addition to the lighthouse and a lot of cool old buildings. We like cool old stuff.
Are you saying that you guys are old?
Built in 1849, the Whitefish Point Light Station is the oldest active lighthouse on Lake Superior. Keepers maintained the light for over 100 years until it was automated in 1971. The restored keepers' quarters give a glimpse into what life was like at this remote location. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum highlights the history of shipwrecks in this area, notoriously known as the Graveyard Coast. Many items on display have been recovered from wrecks, such as tools, equipment, and sailors' personal belongings. The most iconic artifact here is the bronze bell that was recovered from the Edmund Fitzgerald. The ship sank in 1975, about 17 miles from Whitefish Point, and all 29 crew members were lost. What a very, very special place to visit. I did not expect to love this place this much.
It's been really, really cool. We didn't realize that this area is so prone to shipwrecks. You find shipwrecks all over the Great Lakes. They've actually been really dangerous through the years, but this particular place between Whitefish Point, where we are now, and then Pictured Rocks west of us, that 80-mile stretch is notorious for being very, very dangerous for ships.
Yeah, I think over 350 vessels have sank. It's very, very well done.
It's a very poignant place.
Yeah.
And to see the bell of the Edmund Fitzgerald that they were able to pull off the ship almost 30 years ago, that was incredible.
Definitely made us tear up. Although the wind nearly blew us away, we couldn't help but explore the gorgeous beach at Whitefish Point. Many piers were built here for life-saving operations, but were abandoned long ago, and these pilings are all that remain.
Of all the beaches we've been to on this trip, this is by far the most beautiful. The color of the water, the color in the rocks, all the different shapes, the driftwood everywhere. I don't even mind the sand. Yes, I'm okay. Yes, I just said that.
I've never seen a mailbox that high, but I guess with the snow they get.
How do they even reach that mailbox?
Where are we, Kaylee?
We're at Lower Falls. falls. Tahquamenon Falls.
Tahquamenon State Park.
This is the falls that everyone raves about.
It is Michigan's second largest state park. And we're here before 9 o'clock and there's almost nobody here. Tahquamenon Falls State Park contains over 50,000 acres, and the upper and lower waterfalls are the main draw for visitors. The lower falls are a series of 5 cascades and can be seen from a number of observation points along an easy trail.
Tahquamenon Falls is certainly one of the top tourist attractions in the state, and I get it. I understand. The waterfalls here are so cool. It's not just one, it's lots of waterfalls, and you get to view them from different angles. The trees surrounding all of this are just beautiful. The terraced rocks with the sandstone, that's really neat, and they've done a great job with the trails and the walkways through here. I get why hordes of people want to come here. Some locals were telling us that yesterday on a Thursday in mid-September that you couldn't stir the people in here with a stick. It was so busy, so crowded. So we are really glad that we basically have the place to ourselves.
After soaking in the solitude of lower falls, we drove a few miles to the much busier upper falls.
We are right there.
You gotta jump.
First, we walked down to Gorge View, dreading all the 181 stairs back to the top. Tahquamenon Falls is known for the coloring in the water, which is caused by tannins that are leached into the water from the trees where the source of the river is. So the color of the water is actually brown, and then there is a lot of foam that accumulates at the bottom of the falls. So locals have named it Root Beer Falls, and I love me some root beer. However, due to a drought, the water was more ginger ale than root beer.
You picked up a little hitchhiker, Mommy.
Hitchhiker?
On your head. You had a leaf on your head.
Did you do that? Of course you did.
Of course she did.
It's a lovely leaf.
Well, the view from the gorge of the falls is really, really nice. It gives you a neat perspective that I'm sure is very different than what you can get up at the brink. But now we have to pay for it in the form of climbing all of these steps.
Multiple viewpoints are all along the trail leading to the brink, which involves even more stairs. During peak flow in the spring, over 50,000 gallons of water per second can flow over the upper falls.
Kaylee made a friend, another friend, and she made a friend with me. Yes, she did. She did make a friend with you.
Good morning, and it is a chilly morning.
You feel so good.
It was 43.7 degrees Fahrenheit when we woke up this morning outside, and 56 inside, so it was pretty chilly.
Poor Kaylee was wrapped up in a blanket and her robe with the hoodie on.
But it is a beautiful day, bluebird skies.
And we're off on an adventure. This is a lighthouse that I discovered when I was doing my research called Crisp Point Lighthouse, and it's really hard to get to. Actually, you have to drive like 19 miles of unpaved gravel dirt roads. They tell you on the website, do not follow GPS because it'll take you on these, 4x4 roads that are, overgrown and you can get lost easily. So I've got the map downloaded, I've got their directions downloaded, so hopefully we won't get lost.
I might even have to engage the four-wheel drive.
Since the lighthouse is so far off the beaten path, it doesn't get many visitors. The light was finished in 1904 and operated until 1993, when it was decommissioned and abandoned.
So this lighthouse is staffed by volunteers in the summertime, and they say you never really know if someone is going to be here, whether or not the tower will be open. But we are so blessed today because we can actually climb up into the tower.
We learned at the old Mackinac Lighthouse down in Mackinac City why these center columns for the stairways were hollow. They would have a chain running all the way up to the very top with weights attached to it like a grandfather clock, and as that weight would drop, that would spin the light, and every few hours or so the lighthouse keepers would lift the weights back up so it could keep doing it again.
The handrail's not high enough. I feel like I should crouch down.
But you gotta admit,
Oh my goodness. This is the first catwalk we've been on in any of the lighthouses we've gone up on this trip. It's unnerving for sure.
Going on that catwalk was so much fun, and the lighthouse is super pretty. The stairs up here are steep. I'm not even afraid of heights. I don't like the catwalk, but it was fun.
this has got to be one of the most incredible experiences we've had yet on this trip. Up on the catwalk, right here on a gorgeous day, and the water is spectacular.
So worth the drive here.
When we tell people that we full-time RV, most people are like, oh, that's so cool. And then you got a few people out there who are like, I want to be kind, but I think you're nuts. That kind of reaction. But it's days like this,
Yes.
it's moments like this.
Yeah.
This is why we do
what we do.
what we do.
Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Nope.
When we went on our cruise to Norway, we met a really sweet gal from Southampton in England. Her name is Claire, and she's become a really good friend of ours. She follows our channel. And I thought of you today, Claire. I brought crisps to eat at Crisp Point Lighthouse. And for those of you that don't know, the British call potato chips crisps. So how fitting. Well, although we have thoroughly enjoyed nearly everything that we have done in Michigan, this place takes the #1 spot. I feel like this is the real Michigan. Not saying anything against, places like Mackinac Island. Yeah, it's pretty, but it's extremely touristy, and this is the total antithesis of that. And it's just been an absolutely magical day.
Join us down the road as we fall completely in love with pictured rocks and witness the power of Lake Superior. And until next time, enjoy your journey.